Sedona International Film Festival 25th year silver anniversary. I'm Tanya June Moore. Special thanks to our sponsors Black Magic, Digitech, and of course the beautiful Sedona Rouge where we are set up. And I have another great filmmaker in the seat today. Tal, please introduce yourself and your film.
Great, thanks for having me. My name is Fletcher. I live in Truckee, California, which is near Lake Tahoe, and this is my first time in Sedona.
How do you like Sedona so far?
It's amazing.
Yeah?
You guys nailed the storm right before I got here. I'm used to snow, but I didn't expect it here in the high desert in Arizona this time of year. So, yeah, I left a snowy place and arrived at a new snowy place, and it's that much more beautiful with snow on the mountains. And
we agree. It was quite a surprise for us too.
Yeah.
We were wondering how we were going to pull off the festival if we had continued this beautiful white magic that's out there.
It's amazing.
Do you wish you had your skis?
I'm taking a break from skis. It's nice to leave skis at home and travel to support the film and kind of get my head out of skiing for a little bit.
And you've already had one showing, right?
Yeah, we did our first show Saturday, a couple days ago, and we're doing another one in just a few minutes this morning.
Okay, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about the film. It's called The Push.
Right.
And it's a documentary, full length.
Yep.
Let's go into the story. What is the story about?
Okay, so at first glance it's a documentary about an expedition. It's an adventure film, but it turns out it's a lot more than that. There's a love story in there. There are a lot of overlapping themes of overcoming adversity and choosing positivity and dealing with challenges as they pop up in life when they're least expected.
And it's a little more than that even, because
Sure.
the star of the film is not here. And what's the underlying love story and the PowerPoint in this one? Yeah,
so the star of the film is Grant Corrigan. The film follows his life really all the way there. We have images and shots of him growing up as a little kid. We talk with his parents about what that was like, follow him briefly through high school and college and beyond. We watch him change career paths, we watch him fall in love and get married, and then we watch him break his back. And the story, although the injury happens about a third of the way into the movie, the story really explodes after that. You see him in the hospital, you see him talking with doctors about spinal cord injuries, and then fortunately you see him achieving some pretty amazing things after that, all with the support of his loving wife, Shawna.
So how was the first show here in Sedona?
It was, what a great, first of all, what a great city to have a festival in. I'm amazed by the beauty as I came into town and had about a half an hour from the time I arrived to the time we started screening. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I heard another filmmaker earlier this morning say that, sometimes you go to these festivals and the theater's, 10% full or half full and there's a bunch of empty seats. And here it was Saturday afternoon, you guys are dealing with this crazy snowstorm that kind of shut down the town for a little bit, and the place is packed. There's a line out the door, almost every seat is full. I like to watch the movies, even though I've seen it, over 100 times. I like to sit in the back of the room, back of the theater, and kind of watch the audience's body language. And I had a chance to do that on Saturday, and people were really engaged. And you could see there were some funny moments that the audience shared a laugh, and there were some not so funny moments, some pretty intense moments, and you could feel people really reacting to it. Mm-hmm. They were really, really tuned in, and then that continued on into the question and answer. A lot of times the Q&A period after a film is, a couple minutes, a couple questions, and this one just, we were in there for half an hour, 40 minutes, and people just kept talking and kept asking great questions, and it's a really, really fun audience to work with.
Were there any questions that stood out?
Yeah, the most common question we get is what's next, and maybe I'll save that to make sure that everyone has a chance to watch the film first. But Grant is an amazingly motivated guy. There's a lot of things that he's done in his life that people didn't expect him to be able to do, and I know he's got some really fun projects brewing. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of the typical questions are, so when you're skiing all the way to the South Pole, what do you eat, and how does life work, and so we talked a little bit about that, but mostly I think people were commenting on, and eventually it translated into questions about the fact that at first glance our movie's an adventure documentary, and that's really what we started making. We didn't know we had this phenomenal love story and this beautiful story about overcoming adversity, and I'm glad to see that worked with the audience. A lot of people latched onto that in their questions.
Yeah, it definitely has an emotional feel to it, and that is for a documentary delay, you got to have some heart. There has to be a hero, and it sounds like this guy's quite the hero of his own story.
He's amazing. Yeah. It's like I said, we started out making a documentary film about an adventure, about one specific expedition, and we tried and failed for years. Our expedition was in 2012, and we had for about 5 years a combination or a series of very bad movies that we knew weren't doing the story justice, and we kind of stuck to our guns and brought in new people and eventually found a kind of a winning team, and we're really proud of what we came up with.
How did it feel to get accepted into the silver anniversary of the film festival here in Sedona?
That was a big deal. Yeah, this is no small festival, and this is actually our 19th festival. We went to 18 last year, and we kind of thought that 2018 would be our film festival year, and then we'd be done. But when this opportunity came up, I mean, you can't say no to it. It's Sedona, and it's the 25th annual, and it's a huge honor to be here. So I have a bit of perspective now. I didn't go to all 19 last year, but someone from our team did. I think I personally attended 10 or 12, and to be here in Sedona, I have a basis for comparison from all the festivals I went to last year, and it's top notch on every level. I mean, the setting's amazing, the hospitality's amazing. Everyone that I've met, really, really cool folks live here and work here and play here, and reminds me a lot of the town that I live in near Lake Tahoe. There's a small town feel with just amazing recreation opportunities and all kinds of stuff.
We like to call it the Filmmakers Festival because it is about the filmmakers here.
It feels like it.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part so far? I know you've only been here for a couple of days.
Yeah, well, I didn't bring the right shoes to go for a hike or anything, but I did some driving yesterday. I have a friend that lives here, so he and I we went up to the airport. I'm a pilot, and so even though I didn't get to fly into this particular festival, I like checking out airports, and it looks really cool. It looks like landing on an aircraft carrier.
Yes.
So I'll be back.
Good.
Yeah.
good.
And then I haven't really been able to do much hiking just because all the snow is still covering the trails, but I checked out some trailheads and saw some views and vistas, and it's hard not to when you're in Sedona, but I've really loved driving around yesterday.
Well, and with the snow, it makes it that much prettier, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So, do you have a website, social media? Let's push that.
We do.
Right?
Yeah, so
quite literally.
Yeah, push is a recurring theme in this movie, not just the title, but so our website is thepushison.com. And that little phrase is basically connects you to Instagram and Facebook and all the social media, hashtag thepushison.com, all that stuff. You'll find us at The Push Is On.
Awesome. And you have another screening at 10 a.m. this
We
morning.
do, yep.
All right, so we want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
The reviews that we've heard have been really great.
Right on.
Congratulations on making a really great film.
Congratulations on a great festival. This is cool.
Yes, we love it here.
Yeah.
And we'd like to once again thank our sponsors, Digitech, Black Magic, and the Sedona Rouge for sponsoring the Sedona Media Team room here at the beautiful Sedona Rouge. And good luck at 10 a.m. today. I'm looking forward to catching up with you later and seeing how it goes.
Right on.
And we will catch you with the next round of interviews here at the Sedona International Film Festival Silver Anniversary Edition.